This happened with a guy in our sort of like big money league. Like I think top prize is like $1,800. Like it's a pretty big buy-in. Um, and so he was saying it came to him, and he's considering taking a quarterback. And at this point, Dak Prescott has fallen. He's somehow the sixth quarterback off the board. I'm like, all right, I'm 2 picks away. I'm getting Dak Prescott again. This is awesome. Very happy. And he's like, Tom Brady. I was like, okay. And so I was like, it's fine. You prefer one guy over another. But he was saying that, he's like, well, because I had Dak last year and that burned me. And I was like, well, football's a physical sport. Anybody can get hurt at any time.
I like that. It's like I'm not gonna take the guy that freakishly broke his leg.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take
Who
the
had never
guy
been
that
hurt before. Who had never been hurt before.
But I'll take the guy that's statistically worse than him fantasy wise.
Yeah, it was, and I want to know, like, do you have superstitions like that, like guys you hold on to for longer than you should?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Or like guys do you take because you won with them, or guys you refuse to take because they burned you?
Oh man, you know how long I kept DeMarco Murray on my keeper league, no matter how bad he was. DeMarco Murray won a league for me once, and well, obviously now I don't take him, but guys like Carlos Hyde, I'm always like, oh, Carlos Hyde's available, but like he's not gonna do anything, Like these are guys that I like, and it's like I do get attached to players, and I get attached to my own players, so I hoard players. Like if you offer me a trade, it's not that I overvalue my players over yours, which some people do, and they're the biggest assholes for that. But what it is with me is like I just like fuck, I don't want to give him up just in case he does better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be the guy like fuck, I should have kept him. It's like, and it happens so often where I drop a guy a week right before he explodes, and it's crazy, man. But yeah, like there's players that I look at, like Des Bryant was big for me, and Jason Witten. Like I looked at them and I was like, I'm gonna draft them around early just so I can get them. Like I did that with Tony Pollard this year, but I took him as like my fourth or third running back in all of my leagues.
Yeah.
So if Tony Pollard's on the board, I'll probably auction a lot of money for him because I want him across. I also like getting guys in all my leagues like the same. Like my roster is pretty much the same. Like out of the 3 drafts I have so far, I have Dak in 2, Justin Herbert in 1. I have Baker Mayfield as my backup in all 3. I have Tony Pollard, Christian Kirk, and Henry Ruggs in all 3. I have who else do I have? I have the Rams in all 3. I have the Titans in 2. Like it just, I like to be, I don't want to overthink too much because then I'm going to fuck it up. But I know myself that I'm not going to manage it properly and I'm going to lose.
Like I like a little variance. Like in my 2 biggest buy-ins, I ended up with like the 6th pick in one, 7th pick in the other. And one I went Devontae Adams, and then the other one, the pick came to me where I had the option to take Devontae Adams, and I went Travis Kelce instead, which is, I mean, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Like one's gonna be the top wide receiver, the other's gonna be the top tight end. Like it's all good. But it was just like I was like, you know what? If one of those guys gets hurt, I think I'm still okay to win one championship somewhere else. Like even though they don't know they're on my team, right? So
Kelsey's been in number 1 for all my drafts, like first round.
Yeah, well,
I took him in
6th
1
overall and 7th overall last night.
Yeah, I got him 8th overall last night in my draft, and 11th. It fell to 11th.
That's amazing, Jesus.
Yeah, he fell to 11th. But that league, it used to be a keeper league, and now it's a redraft. Okay. So it's a little different, but so it fell to me. But overall, I've been pretty happy with my teams. I look at guys like, I'm gonna look at your numbers last year, and I'm gonna assume that you're gonna double. You're gonna do the exact same thing.
Double.
That's basically, yeah.
You
double those
4,000 yards.
Dak Prescott averaging 9,000 yards a year. It's perfect. Yeah. I love it.
So for me, my guy of holding off too long, even when he stopped being productive, and even when he started getting banged up, was AJ Green. Like I think this year's the first year I didn't draft AJ Green. And every year I drafted him, I held
and he's
him
available.
For like 4 weeks too long. Oh, obviously he's available.
He's available.
He's a corpse. He's the Walking Dead at this point. Eagle, do you have?
So who do they have?
Who's this?
So who do they have? The Cardinals. They have Hop. They got him. They have Christian Kirk. They don't have Andy Isabella anymore, do they?
I believe they do.
I think they do. Or I think you might have been trade bait at one point. He might have gotten traded. I feel like he's not on their team anymore. But if they do have him, that's a sick receiving core right there.
Yeah.
While you're looking that up.
I think I'm looking up who's on the Cards wide receivers. Rondale Moore. They drafted Rondale Moore, who looks really good. Josh Dotson.
Yes.
Weirdly there. I love this time of year for the NFL. I had this in my article, by the way. The Houston Texans lead the league, and oh my God, that guy plays there. Because this time, it's when you find out like the third and fourth string guy is like, oh, I guess Mark Ingram is on the Houston Texans.
Did you
Phillip
see?
Lindsay.
So stupidly enough, I pulled a Terry Tam and I wrote AFC South preview when you were supposed to write the AFC South preview. Now
And
we're
I spent
missing an
all day
AFC
working
North.
on it, yeah.
And it's funny because I specifically picked the AFC North so I could put Baltimore as fourth place just to piss off Alex.
I would have done the same thing, by the way. Respect.
Yeah, just to piss off Alex the intern. They're going 1-15. But it sucks because in my preview for AFC South, I had the Texans going 0-16. And I really do. The reason why is because I looked at the running backs. Mark Ingram, David Johnson, Rex Burkhead, and Phillip Lindsay. All guys who would be second string on my Madden team. You know what I mean?
Well, but you know what? There's this thing that came up that I keep seeing about Phillip Lindsay. He's the first undrafted rookie free agent to have 2,000-yard rushing seasons of his first 3 years. So I don't know what that means, but maybe he's good. Eagle, do you have a guy? You can hold on to too long?
I haven't played enough fantasy, especially for football. Like I usually do like one team a year, so I try and mix it
You
up.
have a hockey guy or something?
But hockey, I used to do a lot of drafts. Now, again, not so much. But when I was younger, I took Zdeno Chara in every draft. Every draft. Doesn't matter. I just wanted him. He was my first D I took every time.
I like it.